trying to fence me in. You brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Ready. Set.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Right, here we go. 60 red. 60 steel black. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And some space here. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Allen. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
You're darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Motion man is Shakir. Throwing now is Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
What's that?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 28 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Packers nothing.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready. Black, 95 seconds.
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
22 needle. Striker.
Off the play fake, Love. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's it personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Allen going to run with it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Allen off the play fake. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
Cook up the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. James Cook, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Allen going to change the look here. They keep it with Davis on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. Motion man is Shakir. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 26 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. This is caught inside the 50. zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
White, yellow, red.
Now Love. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Matthew Golden, 44 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
319!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, it's a 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, white, white. Ready?
Love now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's chop. 17. 45. Ready.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
He's got a man, complete. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Jayden Reed in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Headed straight is Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He'll drop this off for Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll will take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set. Go ready. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got some space here. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense will get a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Motion man is Shakir. Allen. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Allen. Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
The Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, check.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Pass caught. That's Golden. And catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Mega. 45. Wide. Ready.
Cook on the toss left. And he's stacked after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hut, go. Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, they'll start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Ready. Hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by McManus is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's first down. Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Alert, alert, alert. Half 85, half 85.
Now Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing, Allen. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Allen maybe with a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So after the penalty, a break. First and 5. To throw is Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, go steal. 45. White. Check White. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Watch out. Ready. Stretch. Yellow. 43. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Round 80. 56. Alert.
Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
1st down, Buffalo.
Throwing is Allen. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Packers have just...
Fuck, you got lucky, y'all. Fucking... Ah, shit. Good game, man.
Beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch.
Fuck. Good game, man.
Because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
So the Lombardi Trophy once again heading home to Titletown. Commissioner Goodell doing the honors as he hands it to the Green Bay Packers, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid?